Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and friends beyond the binary, we are here, we are queer, we are full of fear because we have an anxiety disorder. This is my first cast of the NGS season, so welcome. Two Div E teams. You got SOLOlane against Dragon Gall Z, which I love that name. I still reference Dragon Ball Z on at least a weekly basis, particularly next time on Dragon Ball Z. Do that all the time. Welcome in. Hi Sid. Hi Rodders, who redeemed first. I was here within 30 seconds. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes trying to refresh the page. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, it's good to see you. SOLOlane they won the coin toss and they went for first pick. So Dragon Ball Z are taking us to BOE as our first map in this best of 3 series. Dragon Ball Z have banned out Volskaya Foundry and Garden of Terror, and SOLOlane have banned out Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire, which slightly bummed because I like Dragonshire. Rodney, I just got a Twitch survey to make Twitch better. It asked me my age and gender and that's it. What the heck? Over 9,000. So we've got the lobby going. I should say cast already. We covered everything. We covered everything, didn't we? Didn't we, team? But I tested everything before streaming, so in theory everything works. But you know how things go when it's live. Ninja, hi BSD. I'm on a 30-second delay, so if you say something to me and I don't respond for 30 seconds, I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, I have to be on a 30-second delay as per NGS rules, just for both of the teams. Because, you know, not that people would, but in the unlikely event that they would watch draft, they can stream snipe, quote unquote, right? So the 30-second delay kind of throws a wrench in those plans. But I hope everybody is having a very good hump day. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Photo fine. But yeah, a couple of people on either side of this team have played in GGS. So Aura Luna, I'm on a team with Aura Luna in GGS right now. And then Autumn, who plays a mean diva. Mean several things, but a mean diva for sure. That is such a long team name as well. SOLOlane. A Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team. We're just going to call them SOLOlane. Alright? Okay, we're getting into the draft. Let's go. Rodney, you're not allowed to stream. What are you... Hey Dice, welcome in, welcome in. Perfect timing, everybody. You're doing great. I also recognize I have Viselli on my friends list. I wonder if we both played in the CCS. What was it? It's not called Academy, but they do a really cool thing. Maybe once a year or twice a year, I'm not sure, where you can like sign up and it's like sort of a 3-week or 4-week thing of organized play, and they have coaches that review the VODs and give tips and that kind of thing, which is really neat. So I might have been in the mix with Viselli in that. Definitely recognize their name. I have casted Autumn's teams before. I'm not sure if I've casted Dragon Ball Z though. Might have been a previous one. I think it was a Gall team. So Stukov being banned out first. Okay. I mean, you know, it's Stukov. Nobody likes a Stukov, generally. And then Johada being banned out. Very, very strong tank. Achilles heel, obviously being Shattering Throw on Varian at 16. That feels bad. But a very good all-rounder, always worth a ban in my opinion, unless you want to, you know, you want to pick it. This is a 2-lane map, and I don't know what Autumn's role is on her team, but it will be a decent diva map in my opinion. Tyrande being banned out, obviously really good for Hunter's Mark on the objective, on the Immortals. They're not called Immortals on this map, are they? That's... oh my goodness, is that Shrines. Oh my god. Call them John Cena on shrines. Getting all mixed up. Did I miss Rodney streaming Sudoku at some point? Because that keeps getting referenced and I'm so jealous that I missed that. Rodney's very good, for me, for my brain, at explaining things. Yes, ban the Stukov. Get the Stukov out of there, and then Brightwing being banned as well. Solid S tier healer right there. See, these two bans here are what I ban in Storm League, I think. If you don't know anybody on the enemy team, it's just reliable. Or Luna, then picking up the Valor, because that one is free. Valor's always good. On this map, obviously, folks like to pick up Monster Hunter, which I think is the level 1 Q. Mockstash, oh my goodness, hello. Autumn is playing, and so is Aura Luna. Aura Luna is in GGS now as well. And there's a Reyna for you, Mark. Let's go. And then Sorn overlocking in Garrosh. Reyna, really good response to a Valor, I think. You can be a bit of a pest into her 1v1, to be honest, just because the range. He has that one extra range. It wasn't a great Sudoku stream. I kept getting stuck. Well, it would have been better than I could ever do, because I don't understand numbers. SOLOlane picking up Artanis, and then Galactos picking up Anduin. But yeah, Reyna, really good response for Race. Picking up Exterminator is the go-to on BOE. Oh, using it as your Q game. I see, I see. That's a good thinking. I was using New York Times word games as my Q game at one point. It was a really good one where you had to make as many words as possible with 7 letters. But it had to have, there was one letter that it had to have in that word, if that makes sense. So May being banned out there. I assume somebody on the side of SOLOlane maybe plays a May. May on this map it can be a pain too. Just you're trying to fight around the objective. And she puts a blizzard down, and then all of a sudden, now you're either frozen or out of position. And then Rhaegar being banned. Yeah, healer choke, honestly. It looks like SOLOlane might be scared of Dragon Gauzy's healer. Oh, drink. Yes, chat, do. Drink waters and blink eyes, absolutely. Let's see. Kael'thas by Moogle. We need a bruiser and a healer, and there's a healer choke. Oriole, okay. Okay, so Vasily picking up Oriole. Kael'thas is a... I wouldn't say like a standard battery for Oriole. I'm gonna turn the game sound up and see. Let me know if my levels are... Oh god, that is loud. Let me know if you can't hear me or if the game's too loud or whatever. There is going to be an ad in 55 seconds, but you're not going to miss much. Uther and Zarya, hello. So SOLOlane rounding out their draft with a second healer and then a support in Zarya. So this is fully hyper carry Valor attempt, I think, on the side of SOLOlane. You love to see it. I do love to see a Zarya because you never do. Oh, it was the New York Times Sudoku you were playing. Oh, I love... Yeah, their games are actually really good. And then Porthos rounding out Dragon Gauzy's draft with Blaze. Love a Blaze. So no Diva, but love a Blaze. I just feel like he's kind of busted as an offlane, to be honest. It's like him, Hogger, and then if you can play Malthael, then GG, honestly. I don't understand how one could possibly play Malthael, but you know. This is going to be really neat though, because Valor is going to get so much help. This is going to be interesting to see play out. I do love seeing something like a hyper carry comp, so let's get into this. I was going to say, why was my game window weirdly small for a second there? But yeah, Kael'thas, I wouldn't say is the best at providing Oriole the energy that she needs to heal. Is Garrosh gonna have a hard time getting into the side of SOLOlane? So, on the left side, on the blue team on SOLOlane, you have Andrade, I'm sorry if I pronounce your names wrong, on Uther, SOLOlane on Artanis, Galactos on Anduin, Auraluna on Vala, and Shan CB9 on Zarya. On the right side, on the red team, on Dragon Ball Z, you have Portos on Blaze, Moogle doing a little jig on Kael'thas, Veseli on Oriole, Solnova on Garrosh, and Autumn on Jimmy. And it looks like the crown is actually going on Jimmy to start the game off. Just let me care for you, Sid says. Oh. The level 1 pickups, it is we're going a Q build, it looks like. Level 1 puncturing arrow being picked up, no stacks obviously for Artanis, because folks like picking up amateur opponent here for increased damage. That was a very nice swap there onto Garrosh by Artanis. Sniffed Garrosh out. No way, Jose. Interestingly, actually, in top lane, Dragon Ball Z sending 2 people to start off with, so Moogle and Porthos up here, where obviously usually you'll just see the offlaners duke it out against each other. Very much thank you for the follows, by the way. We don't have notifications turned on just while I'm streaming, because then it's nicer for the teams when they watch the VOD back kind of thing. But I do appreciate it. Nice gravity lapse coming out on Uther there, into a chuck, into a pole from Anduin. Galactos doing a good job of keeping their fellow healer alive and well, though Uther obviously does play the role of a tank, kind of in this comp, backed up by Artanis. It is interesting actually that Zarya is top and not Artanis, come to think of it. Yeah, and it is that Exterminator being picked up at level 1 by Reyna. Garrosh being positioned here in this bush, looking for a chuck. Good work by Artanis and Uther there. Will he go down though? Into a whip. Nice whip by Veseli there onto Artanis, but neither team actually losing anybody. Yeah, it's triple. It's a million support Vala comp. Yeah, Vala's got shields from Zarya. In theory, divine shield from Uther. And heals from Uther, obviously. And then Anduin healing as well. Uther being chucked again. I have a feeling that that is going to be a trend this game. Walks away with about 150 HP. Autumn going in there using that extra range. Moogle on Kael'thas going over to start Dragon Ball Z's camp. Sorry, Bruiser camp. I guess I should be specific. And then Artanis on the side of SOLOlane going to start theirs as well. They are immortals. I thought I was getting it mixed up with the... Oh, it's Punisher, isn't it? On Infernal Shrines. Yeah, solid heals from Oriole. 3-person team was sent by Dragon Ball Z to do their Bruiser camp, and it was a 2-person team on the side of SOLOlane. Actually, yeah, I think the game is too loud. That's another good pull out there from Anduin. So both camps wandering down both lanes. And SOLOlane already starting on their immortal here. Amateur opponent Artanis and Vala coming in here. We've got Dragon Ball Z picking up the first kill of the game, I believe, by picking out Uther there. Artanis in a bit of a tricky spot, gets thrown back by Garrosh, and then into another solid whip. Getting the stun, whip into the wall there, means that was a 2-for-0 trade in favour of Dragon Ball Z. Red team's immortal is at half health though, so Artanis's amateur opponent and Vala doing work. Another amazing chuck into a whip. Garrosh throw into Oriole whip stun into the wall seems to be working out really well for Dragon Ball Z right now. Dragon Ball Z are getting low on mana though. Well, you know, Oriole doesn't need it. Okay, Garrosh walking up again into another whip stun from Veseli. This is a tried and tested technique. Veseli walking away on about 130 HP here. Artanis looking for something, but knows that Garrosh can quite easily turn that around with a good throw. And the first objective of the game does go over to SOLOlane. They really focused on that first half of the objective really, really well there. So you got Zarya and Blaze going to have their gentle person agreement in the offlane. And blue team's first Immortal marching down top lane. See what they can do with this. Kael'thas is lagging a little bit behind. Showing up now. Yeah, Veseli is absolutely crushing the whip. Honestly, Garrosh throw into a whip stun, I would not have thought about that on this map. On any map, honestly. And it's great to see. You love to see it. Okay, so Immortal cleaned up there. It did get the wall and the cannon towers. Got swapped there by Artanis on Autumn, but Autumn walks away, and once again Garrosh is in the back line of SOLOlane, causing a kerfuffle to say the least. Garrosh throwing Oriole to safety there. Artanis is getting low. 200 HP. Oh, that pull to try and dodge the flame strike was huge. Uther, meanwhile, still on the point there for SOLOlane, does go down. But obviously can continue to heal. Unlucky, Anduin. You are in a bad corridor there with all of Dragon Gall Z running at you. That's a scary prospect. Some good over the wall damage by Moogle there. The solo lane is bare currently. It's empty. It's empty and sad. A great choke onto Artanis there. Garrosh is on point. And they'll use that space they created to push in on this top fort. So first structure of the game going over to Dragon Gall Z right before the second objective of the game. And they are rapidly approaching level 10 here. Let's check out these guys. Yep. It's very gentle personally down here. Both teams going to pick up their bruiser camp. Well, having said that, SOLOlane's camp timer is a little bit... just 4 seconds there. And Dragon Gall Z obviously winning that camp. The top camp, it's already marching down this top lane, doing some damage to that fort wall. But level 10s are online for Dragon Gall Z, which makes it a tricky situation for SOLOlane, because they really have to catch up and get those ultimates right. Total unfair fight, fighting into a talented down here. Soul Nova is going in looking for something. The rest of Dragon Gall Z focusing on the objective. They're going to get it to halftime really quick. Oraluna looking for the pick on Garrosh. Honestly, it's worth pressing it if you can, because when you're down a talent tier, unfair sort of advantages like that, like uneven trades, now you're stuck though, because you don't have ultimates into this. That is tough. Hole just a little bit too late, and then Uther getting thrown by Garrosh there. Unfortunately, 2-for-0 trade. Well executed there by Dragon Gall Z. Good rotation after getting the half-time point on the Immortal. In terms of level 10s for Dragon Gall Z, you have Bunker from Blaze. Hello. Oh, Oraluna was trying to get some damage there, some burn on the Immortal to get the shield down and got picked out. Unfortunately, it looks like Artanis is going to meet the same fate. But yeah, Bunker and then Hyperion. I wasn't sure whether that was Reyna's Raiders. Decimate from Garrosh, Aegis from Oriole, and Phoenix from Kael'thas. I think is it Sun King's? No, it's just called Phoenix. They are currently 2-level lead. Ultimate abilities are coming online for the side of SOLOlane for this defense. Ooh, a good chuck into another good whip stun by Oriole means that Zarya goes down. Same talent tier for a little bit small amount of time, because Dragon Gall Z are rapidly approaching level 13. In terms of level 10s on the side of SOLOlane, you have that is Divine Storm. Yeah, okay, that's surprising from Uther there. Light Bomb from Anduin. Purify Beam from Artanis. Graviton Surge from Zarya. Oh, unfortunate there. Artanis suffering from the displacement once again. And then Rain of Vengeance from Mela. Hyperion coming out there. Graviton Surge onto 2 members of Dragon Gall Z, but they chillin'. They chillin'. So that's a keep down. Right now they've got Uther kind of 1v1ing into Blaze up here. They're in a tough spot because they're down talent tier once again, and I think the rotation from Dragon Gall Z, ooh, Uther does back up in time. does have minimap DLC installed. And that is a Kael'thas Phoenix to presumably just secure the retreat. Drangor Z rotating to get this top siege camp. Oh, it's a Q build Anduin. Interesting. Strokes beard, if I had a beard. If I had a beard. Welcome to the stream, Emmy. Yeah, so Drangor Z just kind of rotating and getting camps here. They do have a level 13 advantage, and they have been really good actually about rotating 4 picks. Like Helix mentioned there, actually. I would like to see them kind of use that talent tier advantage again. It does seem like most of SOLOlane are obviously privy to that and trying to position accordingly. Next objective coming up here, and it looks like Drangor Z are looking to push that talent tier advantage with this camp invade. Yep, and SOLOlane doing the right thing there and not trying to defend it. They know they're down to talent tier. They got to get that so they can contest the Immortals. And they'll clear up the camp down there, no problem. Rapidly approaching level 16 here, though. Or Drangor Z. Just taking a sip, a little sippy. First half of that Immortal's health bar going down real quick. And level 16, sorry about that, level 16 is coming online. That's a good stun from Uther into a Graviton Surge in a tight spot with the Light Bomb on top of it as well. That does mean Oriole and Kael'thas go down on the side of Drangor Z, but Uther and Bala going down on the side of SOLOlane. That level 16 advantage really starting to show there on the turnaround. So it's 3-for-2 trade though in favor of SOLOlane right now. Garrosh getting low into an Anduin route. Oh, good pull there onto the Zarya, and the front line of Drangor Z just proving a little bit too beefy to finish off there. So 3-for-2 trade in favour of SOLOlane. And they went down a talent tier, so you love to see it. There's a really good catch with the stun, I think it was from Uther, and then the follow-up on top of that was great. Yeah, Graviton Surge in a choke. It feels really good when you pull that off as a Zarya though. You're like, yes, perfect. So this objective going over to the side of Drangor Z. They have 16s. They're looking to try and make something of it, perhaps, before even the Immortal gets there. Because honestly, I mean, they still have a full level until SOLOlane are on even talent tier. Kael'thas completing that globe quest. Let's see what level 16s are. All the talents off way. Oh, Garrosh just able to walk up there and throw Uther into oblivion. Anduin pull coming out there, but unfortunately the Kael'thas damage was a little bit too much. Nice multi-person stun there. Aegis, self-Aegis onto Oriole. Artanis is just CC'd to high heaven, and that's a 3-for-0 trade in favour of Drangor Z. Do still have Valor up on the side of SOLOlane for the Immortal defense, which is what you want to see, obviously. Garrosh again able to just walk up to Anduin and throw him. Not much Valor could really do there to help out, to be fair. And it looks like this first game is going over to the side of Drangor Z. GG, well played. Okay, let's see. Oh, poor Uther. Yeah, the CC chain from Drangor Z was absolutely popping off. I feel like SOLOlane wanted to do so much, and they were just denied. Because if somebody, if Blaze didn't have his stun, then Garrosh had a throw, and Kael'thas had gravity lapse, and I mean, honestly, the Garrosh throws into the Oriole Whipstone. Like, I want to try that now. I want to go and try that now. But yeah, top hero DPS, Kael'thas, after I was saying a bunch of crap about Kael'thas not being the best battery for Oriole. Zarya actually topping the hero DPS on the side of SOLOlane. Actually topping pretty well every stat there. Garrosh going, yeah, 5-0. Kael'thas 7-1. And then Blaze doing a really just out soaking Zarya by only like 2000 XP. And then talents in the end. Yeah, interesting seeing the Anduin, the Anduin build there. With the single target healing with the Q. Speed of the Pice at 13. I can't even remember what I usually pick up at 13. Because double pull is 16, isn't it? Let's see. We do not have a second lobby currently. Who is gonna go for first pick, map pick? Okay, they picked first pick. Awesome. Autumn, I appreciate you. Autumn DM'd me. Yeah, okay, we're going to the other Diablo map. We're going to Infernal Shrines. They went first pick, so this was picked by... Perfect. So, if you are just joining us, I need to update the score as well. Welcome, this is a Div E match between SOLOlane and Dragon Gall Z. Best of 3 series. We got Braxis Holdout, Dragonshire, Volsky Foundry, Garden of Terror banned out. First map, Dragon Gall Z took us to Battlefield of Eternity, and they won. And this next map is Infernal Shrines, which Dragon Gall Z also chose because SOLOlane opted for first pick. The lobby is up, and I'm gonna get in there. Everybody's here. They're just waiting for my slowpoke butt. There we go. Caster ready. Ready as I'll ever be. That was so cool to watch. I've never thought about a Garrosh throw into a Whipstone. It's just blowing my mind. I've just never thought about it before. Been playing the game for like 9 years or something wild, and then you still see things that you just didn't really think about. Heroes that do well on this map. Augur. If you know, obviously, like the bouncy patterns around the shrines. Garrosh is actually good on here. If they wanted to stick, if Dragon Gall Z wanted to stick with Garrosh, they totally could, because he won't, he can't throw the monkeys on the shrines. Stitches, not great here, because he can hook the monkeys on the shrines, unfortunately. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, SOLOlane obviously picking up Valor in game 1. Her W build on Infernal Shrine seems to be a favourite. If Dragon Gall Z let that through the ban phase, we'll see if the bans change. Because we had Dragon Gall Z banning out Brightwing and Johanna, and then there was a healer choke, wasn't there, on the side of SOLOlane. So it was Stukov, Tyrande. That Tyrande, I reckon that Tyrande ban might swap out, because that felt map specific. Seems like a couple of people were having bio breaks. They have returned. Okay, I think both teams are ready. We're gonna get into this game 2. Will SOLOlane take us to a game 3, or will Dragon Ball Z go 2-0? Let's see. I'm so glad I prevented links on my channel. Like, so glad. Banned. Alright, first ban. Are we going to change, or is it going to be Stukov? I mean, Stukov on this map is great. Primarily, I think, for area denial. Because if you want to walk in onto the shrines to try and get the monkeys down, walking through or having to exist on a silence puddle is a nightmare. Makes it really easy for controlling that point. So yeah, they continue to ban out that Stukov. So do we see a deviation? Which team will blink first, if any? Sticking with the same ban so far. I mean, Brightwing's solid. I don't know what the word is on the changes that they made to Brightwing in the last patch. I know they nerfed her level 1. Was it Hypershift? It nerfed the amount that her global heals. I just want to know what the word is, you know. Is she significantly worse? Okay, Garrosh ban. Yeah, honestly. So instead of Tyrande in that second slot, the Garrosh ban. Again, really good call on this map. And in particular, into Dragon Ball Z after that performance in game 1. Some respect. A respect ban. Dragon Ball Z sticking with the Johanna. Which, totally reasonable, honestly. On shrines, she makes it easy for her mages and everything to clear those monkeys up. Aha! We have a rubbish rodent. Oh, they reduced the cooldown reduction for phase shift as well. Yeah, I'm wondering if that has made her, like, has she gone from S tier to A tier? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, SOLOlane actually swapping from, they played Artanis last game. They have now started off SOLOlane's draft by locking in Junkrat. Diablo, perfect, honestly. Perfect tank on this map. Perfect tank on this map. Walls around the shrine, really easy stun opportunity. And then Autumn sticking with that Reyna. Yeah, definitely a respect ban, yeah. Yeah, Moradin, solid. Love a Moradin. Love a Moradin. Oh, the sound. I hope your cast was good. I caught a little bit of it. I tried to catch a little bit of it. Hope you had a good time. If you aren't already following the sound, they are an excellent NGS caster. Welcome in, Raiders. We're in the draft for game 2 of this Divi matchup. SOLOlane against Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z took game 1 on Battlefield of Eternity, and they are now taking us to Infernal Shrines. So the bans from Dragon Ball Z being closed out with a Tassadar. That's again an easy shrine clear, really. So last ban in game 1 for SOLOlane was a healer. Was it Rhaegar? Ah, they banned the Kel'Thas this time. Another respect ban. That means that Rhaegar and Anduin are both up. If Dragon Ball Z want that. Oh, good. I'm glad it was good sound. Yeah, thank you very much again for the raid. I appreciate you. Alex Straza. So Rhaegar and Anduin were up, and Vasily locked in Alex Straza. I love to see these less commonly picked healers. I love to see it. Does that mean we're getting a Mephisto? Or a Luna locking into Kira there? Is that Kira offlane? A chance?
Ready to roll out.
And a Sergeant Hammer. Well, dang. Did not see that hammer coming. Okay, alright. We may have been getting a Mephisto, but with the Sergeant Hammer lock, Moogle decides to switch to the anti-hammer artillery. Which is Chromie. Alright, getting into this game too. I'm excited. I don't know which draft I prefer, but Diablo is very scary on this map, and Chromie with Shifting Sands, that area again, like controlling the shrines with sands is, ooh, it's scary. It's scary. Don't nobody like wading through Shifting Sands. Though Lucio with the speed should help with that for sure. And then Kira doesn't really mind because she just spins, doesn't she? She'll just attach herself to you and ring around the rosies. Okay, so on the left side on the blue team, on SOLOlane you have Andrade on Moradin, Orluna on Kira, Serylin on Junkrat, Galactos on Lucio, and Shansi B9 on Sergeant Hammer. On the right side, on the red team, you have Moogle on Chromie, Porthos on Leoric, Vasily on Alex Straza, and Autumn on Reyna. I got distracted by Vasyly's sad cloud mount. I'm sorry, ADHD. And then Soul Nova on Diablo. Level 1s have we got? Oh, interesting first level. Interesting level 1 pickup there by Moradin. Ace in the hole by Reyna. Oh man, and then Lucio, it looks like, is going a wall slide build, which is going to be pretty tough to deal with into Diablo. Because where does he want you to get a stun? On the wall, right? So yeah, picking up Accelerando at level 1. That's tough. Could be tough anyway. Okay, interestingly, not Kira offlane. You've actually got Sergeant Hammer in the offlane here, taking some pot shots at Porthos. Both teams picking up their, I'm holding the wrong button. Their siege camps and 4-person rotating between mid and bot. You love to see it. It's nice and clean. Good strat. Red team getting their camp out first, but not by too much. And Dragon Ball Z opting to rotate and take this neutral camp in the bot, while SOLOlane are trying to make something happen with their camp, with their impalers mid a little bit. Just pushing that wave up so they get some wall damage. Oh hey, we also don't have spell shield, like soul shield from Diablo at level 1. It's Devil's Due, right? Yeah. Interesting. It looks like we are seeing Reyna and Chromie split off for Drangorzi to get their bruiser camp. So it's a 3v2 in favor of SOLOlane in mid right now. Junkrat rotating bot to get that wave. XP is looking pretty even for both teams. I think Junkrat's going trap build here, by the looks of it. Oh yeah, Alex Globes with Devil's Due. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, here we go. Diablo getting some wall bangs. Never mind, I jinxed you. It's okay, Soul Nova, that was my bad. Oh, oh, Kira getting low. Does use the lasso to get out successfully. Moradin running some interference there. Paying the price a little bit because there's a wall bang. Oh, does go down first. I think first kill of the game, right? Going over to Dragon Ball Z. Time trap on Lucio there. But with Moradin going down, SOLOlane opts to not throw good money after bad, you know? And they back up. First objective going over to Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Helix. That I saw that there's some kind of bug. I don't know if it's between Diablo and Kira though. It could be. I've got a terrible memory. I did read it right before streaming, but I have a terrible memory. So. Oh, Diablo, spicy. Moradin does jump out though. This is still too loud, isn't it? Still too loud. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Rodney, check out the NGS, I think, announcements channel in Discord. Hi, TZ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Diablo has 69 souls. Nice. Both teams getting their impalers out. And there might be a fight over the neutral camp in bot. Kira's spinning. Lucio's in. There's a stun on two members of Dragon Ball Z in the back line, and that is a dragon coming out from Viselli. So you kind of want to see SOLOlane back up if they can, but Soul Nova is not letting Moradin go. Successful wallbang sees Moradin go down, and this camp go over to the side of Dragon Ball Z. Looks like Sergeant Hammer has rotated from the offlane, just trying to match Leo. I suppose she's going to go mid now to clear up that Impaler camp. Soul Nova getting their souls online, or a Luna getting flipped. Does have that lasso available to casually escape though. Low kill count game so far. Level 10s are going to be online for Dragon Ball Z a little bit sooner. And it looks like, I mean, Diablo is primed and ready to make use of that. Good boop there. Means Junkrat can walk away. Level 10's now online. Let's see what we've got. Entomb from Leoric. Lifebinder from Alex Straza. Temporal Loop from Chromie. Oh, hello. That was a really weird interaction there. Junkrat, I think, had booped, and Diablo charged mid-boop, and then everything went all skew-if. And unfortunately, Kira getting caught there. Going down. Hyperion, obviously, from Reyna. Apocalypse from Diablo being used here. Oh, a good boop. Preventing some shenanigans from Soul Nova onto Andrade there. Level 10s for SOLOlane. Avatar, high five. Spinny Beyblade. Unrelenting strikes from Kira. Napalm strike from Sergeant Hammer. And Rocket Ride from Junkrat. That's some good zone in there from Andrade. Just making sure that their team gets their top bruiser camp. But while that's happening, the shrine is up and Dragon Ball Z have already gotten 15 monkeys on the shrine here. Sergeant Hammer coming in. Kira looking to try and make something happen. Oh, unrelated strikes. That was a good knockback from Autumn, but two members of Dragon Gauzy do get picked there. Auraluna using Lasso to get out successfully, and that is Veseli popping that Dragon. Reyna super duper low. Andrade jumping in to secure that kill. Solnova getting a good stun there, but Junkrat, honestly, that's some great grenades in a very tight spot. And 4 for nothing, 5 for nothing trade. 5 for nothing? Yeah, because Diablo came back with souls. You love to see it there. Really well played by SOLOlane. Again, using the tight corridor, using that space to their advantage. So Entomb is now down. Sergeant Hammer trundling away, no problem. And all of a sudden, SOLOlane are now closer to the talent tier advantage. Porthos going in because the Shrine Monkey count is so close, but unfortunately, Kira finishing them off. And there's Frozen Punisher going over to SOLOlane. Let's see. Going down the bot lane. Hey, Valko, welcome to the stream. Level 13 is going to be online for this push as well. Sergeant Hammer doing the offlane thing, which is interesting. It's interesting to see a Sergeant Hammer offlane. I'm sure Leoric is not happy about it. Tell you that. So level 13 is now online. Spin from Kira, knocking Diablo back. But Diablo walks away, no problem. Punisher jumping on Autumn, who runs it back. Solnova's fine. Okay. See what 13s they picked up. The best Bronzebeard Rage in the game is Bronzebeard Rage. So Diablo right now doesn't have his souls. I don't think we've seen Diablo, unless we have, and my memory is a sieve, so I could be talking absolute poo right here. But I don't know if we've seen Diablo really take advantage of Lucio going wall ride build. Because I would expect to see Diablo just wall bang him at every opportunity. Maybe we have, and I'm just an unobservant caster. Both teams on the same talent tier now, so... yeah, full trap build from Junkrat. Bronze Talons, is that basic attack? No, Quantum Overdrive. Chattering Teeth is just going after Veseli. Veseli's like, no. Chromie's like, I'll take it. It's all good. Okay, so Chromie is starting this bruiser camp up here, trying to use traps to kind of secure it while our team rotates. Yeah, okay. SOLOlane keeping up that rotation from mid to bot. Obviously, actually getting that fort down in bot lane for SOLOlane actually opens the game up a bit. They're starting to create a bit of a win condition in that bot lane there. Diablo going in, APOC out. Really good stun though onto Solnova there. Prevents any shenanigans. Auraluna going in for unrelenting strikes, but Autumn has that knockback ready. Chromie going down so far. On the side of Dragon Gall, see that is a big stun onto Porthos with some nice follow-up damage. It means it's a 2-for-0 trade in favor of SOLOlane. Level 16's online now for SOLOlane too, so they're looking to make something happen. Good high five in the face of a wallbang from Diablo. Means that Moradin will walk away. That's stone form, so level 16's for SOLOlane. I think that's... is that stone form or is that third wind? That's third wind. Why am I trying to guess? It's stone form. Stone form, up the frequency, swing life away, giant killer, endless needs. So giant killer, Sergeant Hammer is going to be looking to put out a lot more damage on the front line here. Lucio shenanigans into Leo. It is cool to see how SOLOlane have kind of dealt with Leoric in the offlane, because they've thrown Sergeant Hammer at him, and then Lucio was just down there. Dragon Ball Z's lanes are looking very, very good, so they don't have to do anything here but clear up that camp top and then push in on the objective. Both teams now on the same talent tier, so even fun. Unrelenting strikes. Almost goes off, but the APOC from Diablo interrupts it. Viselli trying to keep Leoric alive there with Lifebinder, but not quite able to do it. Andrade being thrown away from the team, but goes back in. And Diablo's like, no, stop. Somehow Moradin does walk away though. It's like 600 HP there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stasis from Moogle to dodge the Junkrat. Not Rocket Ride. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is Rocket Ride. Wow. Sorry, that was just so lovely to see that it broke me for a minute. SOLOnova getting a good warbang off on Moradin, but unfortunately DPS just a little bit too far behind to follow up, so it does jump away. Auraluna missing the E there. Viselli Lifebinder onto SOLOnova, who uses that health to go right back in on Andrade. Unrelenting strikes once again, getting cancelled. How rude. Auraluna, big bleed heal there though. Good warbang there. Onto the Lucio. Yeah, you love to see it. Auraluna low. Oh, does get picked off by the range of Jimmy, who then proceeds to get jumped on by the Punisher. You know, if I was Chromie in that situation, I would have, if I'm lucky, I would have stasised, and then I would have accidentally cancelled it too soon and died to Junkrat's poop grenades. I don't know, there's just something about seeing an ability used perfectly that makes me very happy. Okay, so top port has gone down. That Punisher is up, which, by the way, it did go over to the side of SOLOlane. Forgive me. I'm still freaking out about that Chromie thing. Okay, so Chromie has gone upgraded time loop, so stuck in a loop at 20. But obviously she gets her abilities 2 levels earlier, if you don't know, because she is a member of the Bronze Dragonflight, and they're all to do with time and stuff. There's about like a half-level lead on the side of SOLOlane, so they will have a window, or they should have a short window where they are going to have level 20 over Dragon Gall Z. And we'll see if they use it, because right now Dragon Gall Z are doing their very best at being on the opposite side of the map. The SOLOlane right now. Looks like everybody has their ultimate abilities online. Like, if you're SOLOlane right here, you want level 20 before you do anything. See what happens. Yeah, trying to get a pick out there on Leoric, but Leoric spooky walking away before Moradin even thinks about a Q. Okay, yeah. Well played, honestly, on both sides. Nothing worse than taking a fight when your team is just about to get 20 and you take a fight and you don't get it. And then everybody dies. Okay, that is an Entomb and a time loop out onto Kira and an Apocalypse, and Kira does go down. So even though they are down level 20s, they're not now, but even though Dragon Gall Z were down level 20s, that was still a 2-for-0 trade in favor of them. You love to see it. We've had SOLOlane do the same thing. They've been down level 20s and then they win a team fight. That's huge. Dragon Gall Z cleaning up this bot. They do kind of need to equalize it if they can. And SOLOlane doing the same safe thing and picking up their Bruiser Camp top left. Though Junkrat is a powerhouse when it comes to siege defense, that was a little bit too much, you know, for him to deal with. Okay, Entomb out. Silence Entomb, because it's the upgrade. Onto Moradin. He can't jump away. Does take a chunk of damage. Does get temporal looped back to their doom, unfortunately. So Moradin will not be with us. Which is unfortunate timing, because this shrine has just come up here. And SOLOlane kind of need a tank to be able to contest it. Having said that, they do have their bruiser camp pushing in top, and Junkrat can get there really easily because he had used Rocket Ride. That is Apocalypse coming out there. Maybe could have been a misclick, but also could have been just for vision, to be honest with you. Yeah, the left team's name, I know. That's why I just call them SOLOlane. It's not great for casters, is it? Okay, so the keep goes down. So although Dragon Gall Z did get the objective, SOLOlane used the space, the distance on the map that they had, and their camp that was pushing, and Junkrat's Rocket Ride to at least make a trade there to get a keep. So you love to see it. I love to see it. Sorry, level 20s. Yeah, so you got the Lifebinder upgrade, so Ritual of Life. Buried Alive for just Silence Entomb. Hellgate from Diablo for shenanigans. We already went over Chromies, and then Raider's Roll from Tychus. So level 20 solo team upgrades. It's Rewind from Moradin. It's Mixing Fire from Lucio. It's the upgrade to Spinny Spinny Beyblade, which is, of course, Silent Killer. Ultra Capacitors from Sergeant Hammer, and then Big Balls. Cannonball from Junkrat. While I was laughing at a funny named level 20, Dragon Gall Z did take the SOLOlane's top 4. This is a close game. SOLOlane are ahead by 1 keep, and that keep was the keep that they got during the objective phase. So that was huge for them.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
So Shrine is gonna be top this next go around. Dragon Gall Z just looking to push up that mid lane a little bit more. We'll see if SOLOlane look for a team fight before the objective here. My luck is always, oh, you go for a team fight before objective and then you lose and then you can't. And then you lose the objective. No team fight here though right now. Dragon Gall Z. Porthos is hanging out in this bush. Sonov is hanging out in this bush. Yeah, so I think Dragon Gall Z were just like pushing this up a little bit more. Because it's the opposite end of the next objective. So it kind of puts, it puts pressure, passive pressure on SOLOlane during the objective. Because it's like, we need to manage lanes. Ooh, Galactos is fine. Ignore me. Yeah, Leoric wanting to, I think, keep doing things here. But it's getting riskier and riskier. I pushed some buttons accidentally, but I fixed it. That's what happens when I test things before stream. I remember what to do when I accidentally click something and lock onto the camera. Let's go. Okay, so red team actually getting that camp is going through mid. So blue team on a little bit of a timer to try and clear it up right now. That is Avatar popped early. We do have the temporal loop out onto Moradin, and unfortunately the healing was still not enough to try and make that there's just too much damage. It's just too much damage. So Moradin and Kira going down there. Unrelenting strikes, unfortunately, not popping off in that moment. So yeah, 2-for-0 trade in favor of Dragon Gall Z means that they will pick up this objective. I do love to see SOLOlane backing off though, because the number of times you play Storm League, your team loses your tank or something, and then they just keep throwing themselves at the point. SOLOlane having, honestly, two of the best anti-siege heroes in the game. Sergeant Hammer cleaning up bot, no problem, and he's going to take care. He's going to do the same down mid. You love to see this, though. Blue team lost the objective, but they're still thinking about, at the same time, what can we do, though? Like, what can we do to put pressure on the enemy team and not just sit and wait for the Punisher to show up, right? So, SOLOlane and Galactus getting that Impaler camp down bot and then backing to D this. Unfortunately, Moradin is in that Silence and Tomb temporal loop hell once again and does go down. Kira getting jumped on now into a full Diablo combo. Unrelenting strikes to try and get out of it because obviously has the Silence upgrade. Sergeant Hammer, being as Sergeant Hammer is, unfortunately, does get stuck in the Apocalypse there, and there's some good follow-up damage there. Lucio going down as well. 4-for-0 trade in favour of Dragon Gall Z, and that is GG, well played. Game 2 going over to Dragon Gall Z, but man, that was close. Oh, Moradin's got all fives. It's all fives. Love to see it. I don't know. That's just my ADHD brain being tickled again. Let's see. Sergeant Hammer. Top hero damage by a mile. 101,000. The next closest was Chromie on 62k. Damn. Alex Straza, 117,000 healing. Lucio's 92,000. Leoric getting 29,000 experience. Compared to Sergeant Hammer's 22. But yeah, Sergeant Hammer, honestly, that's some beefy stats there. It's just always tough to try and navigate a Diablo with Apocalypse, and then you were playing into your absolute counter, Chromie, so that's going to be tough, isn't it? That was a very close game. Yeah, GG's well played to both teams, honestly. It was a pleasure and an honor to cast it. Is there anybody... Are there any other matches after me? Any other NGS matches that we can raid? I don't think there is. We may have to go over to Plasty, who's playing NA Storm League right now. Let's look at talents. Yeah, the Devils do. Devils do Alex Globes together. Lovely. It paid off because the amount of damage soaked from Diablo. Wait, I saw something at the end. In the stats window, the control 2 has soaked a lot of damage. Very close game. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's see. might be able to get an interview here real quick. Oh! GG's. I need to add so stream can hear you. I gotta add you in my little thingy. Okay, that should be fine. I hope.
Hello.
Yes, there we go.
Hello, chat.
You're in there. You're in there. Congratulations. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you feel overall? Like, there's 2 solid games. That second one was real close, though.
Oh my gosh, the adrenaline going pretty strong.
Need a nap.
Not gonna lie.
Game 1, honestly, what blew me away was, and it might seem obvious, but what blew me away was like the Oriole Garrosh like combo. So like Garrosh throwing, and then Vasily just stunning them into a wall with a whip. Is that something you guys have like practiced, or did you just whip that one out?
Oh wait, my friend's coming. How do I? Hey, sorry, my other teammate wants to join. Can we switch little casting things real quick?
Oh yeah, we can, absolutely.
I'm jumping up to.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Yeah, this should work better.
This should work. Okay, perfect.
I think there is like a lock on that.
Yeah, I'm always confused what people can and can't see.
Hey, there you are.
Hey guys.
Sorry to interrupt. You mind repeating the question, or what were we talking about?
Oh yeah, so the question was, I mean, the thing that blew my mind in game 1 was, yeah, the Garrosh throw into the Oriole, like, whip wall stun. Is that something you guys have practiced, or did you just, like, crack that one out of nowhere?
No, we've definitely been practicing that one. We honestly were surprised they gave us Garrosh. I think all last season Garrosh got banned on us. I assumed that will probably be my only Garrosh game this season. We were actually working with Ariel on other combos, and then while we were just goofing off a little while ago, I missed a throw. I went to throw them over the wall.
Yeah.
And I missed it, and they landed right in front of the wall. And then Cody was like, "Whop!" And I was like, "Oh." And Cody was like, "Yeah, that's how that works." I was like, "You know what? I should just put them in front of the wall. It works better that way." So totally stumbled into that one a little while ago. But then once I finally saw the light, then we started doing that one on purpose.
Yeah. I would have never put the 2 of them together in my mind. Like, just in terms of, when you see something on paper and you think about synergies, I'm like, wait, I have to think about that for a minute. But oh my god! And then I saw it happen. And I was like, wait, now I want to go and play that.
Yeah, it works really, really well. Particularly, like, there's a couple maps that we keep in our back burner, which are really good for throwing people over walls. And so in situations like that, where you can, if you're taking a camp, you could just throw them instead of over the wall, just throw them down away from the camp, but still within range, and just pop them and then kill them, because it gets them off the point, it stuns them, and then you can often just secure the kill that way.
Yeah, it was great to see. I think I was banging on about it for most of that game afterwards. So.
It's a lot of fun, and it makes it easy for us to know what the target is.
Yeah.
Literally, they're there for a while with the stun.
It should be said too that, like, Cody Vasily is surgical with his whips. Like, he is so good and so fast with them. He like, just his ability to respond is crazy, because like about half the time I'll call it.
Yeah.
And so he's just watching and can respond as fast as a Garrosh can throw it, or like a Diablo can slam it. And so his ability to just watch the playing field and just instantly respond is crazy.
Yeah, like I saw it just happen in like a split second. It was so quick you didn't even like need to like I barely like blinked and it happened like I think yeah, you were like
Killing.
pushing on the immortal like on their side and it just all happened in one go and I'm like, "Oh my God. Why is I've never thought about this. Oh my goodness." So
It's a
yeah,
lot
that
of
was
fun.
awesome. And then game two, I mean, I know I'm gonna obviously like throw it over to you for like shouts and stuff, but I need to shout Moogle because that Chromie stasis on Junkrat's rocket ride was disgusting.
Yeah.
Um,
It
what
was,
was what
oh,
was what was also beautiful too is like at the draft, like we're doing our thing and they lock in the hammer and it was like, Chromie it is, and that was just MVP 100%. Just if they got time looped, they died. Like that
yeah.
was just it. Like that was just over. Like it didn't matter how sassy Hammer thought she was gonna be. It was like, nope, you come over here, you're gonna get time looped, and you're gonna die.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think I was interested to see because I saw obviously the Alex lock, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I love seeing not off-brand, but like less common healers, because at that point, like Rhaegar and Anduin were both still up. So
Hmm.
seeing the Alex lock, I was like, okay, are we gonna get a Mephisto, and then the enemy team locks Hammer, and then Moogle locks Chromie. I'm like, well, maybe we were gonna get a Mephisto. But the Chromie is just if you can play Chromie, it's the perfect anti-hammer solution.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, do you like siege? I do too.
That's
We'll see who
cool.
out sieges who.
I'm going to
It,
anti-artillery you. Yes.
the time loops were really clutch, especially on Muradin.
Yep.
Because he kept just jumping out of everything in the beginning of the game. We got so close to taking him out, but he was so hoppy. And then, also the time loops with the entombs were really
Yeah.
good.
Honestly,
Oh
the
yeah,
level
because
20, he
it
got
just made it so easy because you just entomb the time loop and then they come back silenced.
yeah. And then at 20, he was having a bad time. At that point, he was having a bad time. He got time looped so many times. It was like poor dwarf. But
Yeah.
did you like was Moogle thinking about Mephisto, or was it more the Alex Strasser Globe quest at 1 with Devil's Due on Diablo at 1 combo?
Um, so the combo with Alexstrasza and Diablo with Devil's Due is something that we bust out on a quasi regular basis.
Yeah,
We try to stack Mephistos, KTs, etc. with it to get as many
Yeah.
people to benefit from the Globe quest as possible. Obviously, they figured that out and they got rid of the KT.
yeah.
We were heading that direction, and they were like, no.
I
Um,
see. Yeah,
but I also think that the Devil's Due is just like the build I went with the Fire Stomp with the APOC slight deviation. I don't think people realize just how much healing a single globe is at 100 souls.
yeah,
Like it's a quarter of Diablo's substantial life, and so a lot of times in a fight too, you go in, you take some damage, you just go eat the wave, take damage, and if you're at 100 souls with Devil's Due, you touch the fountain, you've got about 3 health bars to go through before it stops filling up. So your ability, and then on top of that, Lifebinder, Diablo's ability just to get in there and create havoc is just unreal.
yeah. I mean, to get
So
in there and stay in there with
yeah, like I mean,
Lifebinder is huge.
we were like he got a life binder on me on our last game and the announcer I don't remember who that was. Oh no, it was Captain. Like Captain like did a double take because Diablo went from basically 10% hit points to full health Diablo.
Yeah,
Oh
With the
yeah.
Devil's Due plus
The
life
life
binder.
binder's crazy.
yeah.
So it
Seeing that happen. I mean, like, yeah. You were on, I think, like less than a third health at one point when you're gonna
mhm.
go into the top like shrine and contest, and then just a life binder just fixed everything, and you're like, cool,
Yeah.
got my health bar
Yeah.
Yeah.
back. Let's go.
We were
There's a
worried. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we were worried about like with the draft on shrines, seeing their May,
Yeah,
which is also really strong. But then they picked Muradin, so we decided to ban Ara Luna's Tassadar.
I see. Yeah, that was Auraluna's
brutal.
Tassadar. I see.
Yeah,
were you
I think
the
she
May and the
knew. She was
Tassadar
like,
are very, very rough. Like they
what
are
was your
very good on those
reaction to
heroes.
the obviously like you when did you lock Diablo in the draft? It was like first.
Relatively early, yeah.
I think it was first. So were
Um,
you surprised about the Lucio pickup, and then were you surprised about the Lucio build
I
following that?
wasn't surprised about the build. I was surprised about the pickup.
Okay.
Playing Lucio into a Diablo is a brave move. Playing someone that rides on walls,
Yeah.
playing that character into someone who would love to shove you into that wall. But the honest truth is, they did a good job.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
there was a number of high fives that got people
awesome.
away from me, and I don't think I slammed the Lucio once.
You did
So
one.
they
I
did
remember
I get him one
there was
time?
one
I was gonna
time.
say I didn't get him much because I was watching for him, but
Yeah.
he was always far enough
His
away
distance, yeah.
that I was uncomfortable going that deep because like Diablo he can get in but he can't get
Can't get
out.
out. No. Yeah, yeah, no, totally. And that's because I'm a healer main, which is why I point out all these freaking healer things.
Hmm.
But like I'm not brave enough really generally to play if I pick Lucio, and then the like enemy team picks up a Diablo after the fact, I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I'm not going war ride build if I want to
yeah,
actually make
exactly.
anything happen.
Yeah,
um,
it's such a dangerous play. It's like picking Tracer after they have a variant.
yeah.
Like you can do it, but you better know what you're
You
doing.
better know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, and their positioning was actually really great because there was one point during the game where I was like, wait a minute, have we had a Diablo like Lucio wallbang yet? And my
Hmm.
memory's poor, so we could have. But then after
It
I
didn't happen
mentioned
very
it,
often.
there was one, and I was like, ah, there it is. But yeah, I think that's kudos to Galactos for their like positioning and being able to like maintain that like safe distance.
Yeah, and talk about knocking us off our chi. The Kira stun coming in top and just nailing all of us on
Woo!
that
Oh
shrine.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
Just like the value out of that move was insane.
Yeah, there was a juicy one. There definitely was. But and at Autumn, I saw you quite a few times when she was spinny Beyblading at you. You knocked her back with a Q that saved your team. So like, way to go there.
Thanks. Woohoo!
'Cause, yeah, you're seeing
Yeah,
Akira spin at you. Oh,
yeah. Vasili's always like, move around, save your Q, save your Q. Don't stop shooting. Don't stop shooting, because I've picked up Rainer pretty recently, so
yeah. I mean, you did a
I'm just
great
like
job both games.
talking out loud while it's happening.
It
Thanks.
is, in fairness, it does feel weird to like fights that you would normally that you should lose when you have an aerial beside you, you'll win because you just keep feeding the aerial and she'll just keep healing you.
Yeah.
And so like it does take there's like a switch in your brain that has to get turned on and like there's like
You
a
have to
trust
face your
relationship.
fear. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a
You
trust
have to
relationship. We're
face
like, all right,
your
I'm gonna do this. But you gonna save me, right? Like we got this. I'm here for you. You're here for me. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So
shooting, and I'm like, are you sure?
It's
yeah,
like, I
I
see you,
really want
you
to
see
run away
me.
right now. Yeah.
Have you got me? Ah.
Uh-huh. That's how it feels.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, it's really paying off. Clearly, yeah, you guys did really, really well. It was a joy to cast you guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you so much.
would you like to shout anybody out? Anybody? Anything?
Um, just want to thank you for casting and shout out our team. We're really excited for the season.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
just shout out the team. Shout out all the folks that make NGS happen. I know there's a ton of work that happens behind the scenes, rule changes. Whoever found the bug with Diablo that I posted about earlier, um,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
All on
Are
top of it.
unsung heroes of making this happen. It's a lot of fun for us, and we appreciate being able to participate. And it wouldn't happen without the mountain of volunteers that do this kind of stuff. So we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, I echo those sentiments too. I mean, even being able to cast like that opportunity in of itself is a prize, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully I'll be able to catch some more of your games and cast some more of your games. But thank you so much for taking the time for the interview as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Wonderful. Let's see. Okay. Delightful. Delightful. So Alicia wins a streaming Stormgate, which is not Heroes of the Storm. So maybe we go to Plasty then. Let's go over there, because I don't think there's any more NGS casts for the night that I can take you all to. But thank you so much for hanging out. Absolute, yeah, joy to cast. So happy to have been able to cast these two teams as my first one of the season, and I'm going to schedule another one right now. If you like variety games and also Heroes of the Storm, I do stream 3 times a week. Right now, I do stream Heroes of the Storm. I'm plat in Storm League, if that, that matters to me. I was going to say if that matters to anyone, but it matters to me. It was hard fought, and all that. But yeah, thank you very much for the follows, everybody. We don't have, I didn't have, like notifications and alerts on during the cast, just so the VOD is a bit cleaner for the teams when they review it. But I do see you and I do appreciate you very much. I hope everybody has a very good night. And hopefully I will see you back here soon. I'll be streaming tomorrow at about 2 p.m. Mountain Time. If you are around / would like some British background noise, I will be here. Not sure with what game, potentially HOTS, to be honest. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone backgrounds as well. But anyway, this has been Heroes of the Storm. I have been YCMYCCaST, and you have been awesome. Peace.